Hey, beautiful collective. Welcome to the channel, Ascend With Me Tarot. We're going to do a conversation between Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine. I have a video that's uploading. I think the premiere is around like 10 Central Time, and that one was a conversation. And it started with the Divine Masculine starting out the conversation, right? So what we're going to do today is we're going to let Divine Feminine open up the conversation, and we're just going to see what you guys are talking to each other about, with whether you're talking in the physical or you're just telepathically communicating, or these are things that you're trying to get out to one another. I don't know. But we're just going to dig in and see what Spirit brings up. So this may or may not be your situation. Use your discernment. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, the subscribe button. And if you hit that bell notification, you'll get notified when new energies come up. So maybe if this doesn't resonate, stay tuned and your energy will come up in a later video. Yeah, if you hit that subscribe button, that'll be an energetic exchange with me and my channel, and I'll be able to tap into your energies a little bit better there, okay? Because everything's energy and we all exchange energy. So if you're looking for your specific reading, please remember to hit the subscribe button. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump right in. I've already prayed over the cards. I've already been meditating in the energy. I've called in the protection. So we're gonna start out by pulling some Divine Feminine energy, Divine Masculine energy, and then we'll get into the conversation. So, Divine Feminine, let's see, what is your perspective at this time in regards to this connection or your Divine Masculine? Yeah, you're protective over this connection at the time. Guardian energy, a lost loved one. Okay, some of you guys, I'm not sure. This could be your divine. I'm sorry. This reading may be for somebody whose Divine Masculine actually has passed on to the spirit realm. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of the energy I'm feeling. Or if he hasn't passed on to the spirit realm, maybe, I do feel like that's what we're going to be talking about today, though. Let me see what this masculine's energy is. If that's not it, okay, since I'm reading for collective, if this isn't speaking about your Divine Masculine passed on to the spirit realm, then I feel like this is speaking about you coming in, being very protective over this connection, Divine Feminine. Okay. Now, if your masculine has passed over to the spirit realm and you catch this video, I think that's coming up really quick just to let you know that he's with you. Okay. Even if you guys aren't in the physical together, this masculine, I'm hearing he's with you every single day. He's proud of you. He loves you. He sees you healing. He's supporting your healing from the other side. I feel like you guys have 2 children together, I'm hearing. And he's very proud of that. He's very proud of how you've raised these children, I'm hearing. Even though he hasn't been present to help you. He's telling me that he's been seeing. Okay. He sits with you when you're crying. I feel like there's been times that you lock yourself in the bedroom. He's showing me a woman sitting on a bed, just with her head in her hands, and she's crying, and she's just in this energy of despair, of just missing him so much, and feeling overwhelmed by, I guess, being a single parent, or just overwhelmed of raising these kids without his presence. But he wants me to tell you that he's there protecting you guys, and he's sorry that he's not here with you in the physical. But he's with you in spirit. He's with you in your heart. I feel like you actually hear his voice in your head from time to time. Okay? That's really him, I'm hearing. I'm supposed to tell you that. It's really him. It's like, you'll be thinking to yourself, and his voice will be loud and clear, and it'll be something, it'll usually be some kind of encouragement or advice that's coming from him, okay? So whoever you are, let me before we get in, because this is about to go in a new direction. I think this person is just popping in for a specific person, which I never really get that. But I got to tell you something. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, y'all. Actually, let me pause this so y'all aren't waiting on me. I got to go get a deck. All right. I had to go get my Talking to Heaven deck here. Okay, so whoever you are, you lost your masculine, okay? He passed away. I feel like when your children were a little bit younger, but they're older now. Okay, they could even be about to have families of their own if they don't already, but they're older. So this is for you. Okay. Let me see what he wants me to tell you. His name could start with an S. Doesn't have to, but I'm hearing an S name in my head. I'm hearing Sean specifically in my head. I don't know if Sean is important to you. Or Samantha also. Sean and Samantha are the two names I'm hearing. He wants you to know that he was met by so many loving people. Okay, I don't know how he passed, but I think that's bothered you. And he, I don't know, did he commit suicide? I just got that. Or maybe, what if he didn't commit suicide, whatever, however he passed, I feel like you feel like it was something that could have been prevented. It was something that he did that you feel like could have been prevented. And I think you were angry about that for a long time, he's telling me. But he wants you to know he was met by so many loving people, and he loves you so much. I don't know if you guys were having problems at his passing. Yeah, he just wants you to know the earth is y'all's school. The earth is a school. He's saying, don't take it so seriously, I'm hearing. Maybe you're always super serious, and he was always kind of the jokester, right? He always lightened up everything, and that could be something that you miss. Was, he always brought in the lightness to situations that were overwhelming in y'all's lives and things like that. But he wants me to tell you, okay, he's your guardian. He will always point you in the right direction. I feel like he's just coming through to let you know that he's with you. I will always point you in the right direction. I will never steer you wrong, I'm hearing. Okay. Earth is our school. You're doing beautifully, I'm hearing. I have a message for his children. What do you want me to say to the children? Hold on. Yeah, he's with your children too. It says, as a soul, I can be in several places at once, and I have a new understanding. So something about the children and him seeing something in a new way. He wants you to know that his death was painless, so don't worry about it or hold on to guilt. That's what I was picking up a while ago. Something about his death, okay, that made you angry. He wants you to know it was painless, and he doesn't want you to be holding on to that anger or whatever that is around his death, okay? What is this about the children? He said, I had to leave that way, right? The way he left was the way he was meant to leave, okay? I think that's a big thing for you. But anyways, I don't know. We're going to, yeah, he's sending you loving signs through nature. I have become one of your guides. He's learning over there. And he's saying it's okay to cry. Tears cleanse the soul. I feel like you have a hard time crying. You close yourself off to go cry. Maybe that's what he's saying. Maybe he wants you to be vulnerable. Maybe you don't talk about him with the children much because, it hurts. He's saying open up to your children about him. He wants you to talk about him. Okay? He wants you to remind them of who he is, who he was. But I heard who he is because he's not gone. But anyways, okay, so let's move out of that energy, guys. Whoever you are, please reach out to me and let me know. Please, I can probably do a little bit more for you on the messages one-on-one, but let's move this into the divine feminine, masculine energies who are still, dealing with issues in the physical, okay? All right, so divine feminine. I feel like you're fighting for this connection. You're very protective over this connection at this time. Okay, you're probably a medium with this lost loved ones, right? You have spiritual connection. You get messages from spirits. But anyways, what is your masculine's energy? What is your masculine's energy? What is your masculine's energy? Okay, he's a gambler. He's a gambler. Problems with addiction or gambling, or he's bad with finances. Okay. Yeah, he's also bad with communication. So he's not very good at communicating, and he's a gambler. Maybe he gambled you guys' finances here, and that's why you're super protective. If maybe you're feeling like you got to protect yourself and your home or something. Okay, so you guys he's got a lot of money things going on right now, but it's due to an addiction. Okay, let's pull a little bit more energy on each one of y'all, and then we're going to get into the conversation, okay? All right, Spirit, tell me about this feminine. Give me something on this feminine's energy, please, Spirit. I forgive you. I forgive you, you're telling him, okay? So this masculine may have done something that gambled. He may have gambled with y'all's finances here, and this caused a separation. I feel like you've forgiven him. You could have lost a house. I feel like you either lost a house or a business with this masculine because something he was gambling. Okay, whether he had a drug problem or just, he was addicted to gambling, just gambling, right? Whatever that was, you've already been forgiving of that, like you forgive him for that situation. Yeah, okay. He says he doesn't want a divorce. So you guys could be in a separation right now and you're filing for divorce because of whatever happened. He's saying he doesn't want a divorce. He's saying don't trust your family or your friends, though. They're snakes. So him and your family don't get along, okay? Right? You got a lot of people telling you that this masculine done you wrong, and how could you, I wouldn't take him back, and how could he do that to your family? How could he gamble y'all's future like that, and, all that crazy stuff, right? He may have confused you with a karmic energy and lied about it. Okay, he lied about a karmic energy. Maybe he was trying to live the high life and impress some young karmic energy and ended up losing it all. Meaning you and whatever you guys were building. He didn't, but whatever happened here, he didn't just lose it all. He also took something from your family. Okay? Whether, like I said, y'all lost a business or a home or some kind of financial loss due to this karmic that he was gambling with, okay? And I feel like you're filing for divorce, but he doesn't want a divorce. He doesn't, that's what he's telling you. I don't want a divorce. But let's see the conversation between you guys. If this is your story, let me fix the cards a little bit for you, or the camera. All right, feminine, how do you want to start this conversation out with this masculine? Feminine, how do you want to start out this conversation with this masculine? What do you want to say? He doesn't want a divorce. What do you want to say about that? Okay. Oh, that's too many. You got a lot to say. Okay. Wow. Okay, feminine. Let's just read it in the order they came out. It says, I feel like time is passing us by. I feel like we've wasted a whole lot of time in this silence. I feel ready to see you. Do you feel the same? Okay, I feel like you go back and forth on like giving this masculine another chance. Even though you've forgiven him, you still, you're not sure if he understands the severity of his actions. It's like you may not trust him enough to allow him access to you and your family in the same way as you did before. Yeah, because of this. This is what I'm feeling. It says, I feel like you weren't willing to make me or us a priority. I won't beg for your love or attention. I deserve the best. That's what, this is what it is. You're not, he didn't make y'all a priority. He gambled y'all's future away in some way, and that's how you're looking at it. You're like, I'm not going to beg you to be responsible. I'm not going to beg you to invest in me or our family. yes, I miss you, and there's a lot of time that's passing that we could have been building and making memories with each other, that we're just sitting here quietly, and it's just so unnecessary. Is what I'm hearing. You're angry about it even. You're not sure if y'all can start again. It says, can we start again? But it's a question mark. You're just not sure, feminine. It's like you love this man. You love your masculine. You want to protect him. You want to protect this connection. Okay? But at the same time, I feel like you're a little confused. Okay? I feel like you're just not sure if he's safe. You're not sure if it's safe to start again. Yeah, because it's like you don't want to rush into, you don't want to accept him back. You don't want to rush back into a connection with him just for him to do the same thing over again. Don't rush in here and disappear again, right? It's like you're not sure if he's ready. You know? You know that you love him, and you wish he could be responsible. You wish, he didn't have this addiction. You wish he wouldn't have gambled your future with this karmic. You wish that you and his family got along, or not you and his family, him and your family. Maybe, I think it's your family and him and your friends. Your family and friends don't like him. They don't trust him. He tells you they're snakes and they're just against me and all of this, but I think they don't like him. They don't trust him because what he puts you through. He thinks they're snakes, but I'm not feeling that. I don't feel they are. I feel like they just want to protect you, honestly. Okay? But but at the same time, you can't do what they tell you. The key is to follow your heart. You forgive this masculine. You're looking at your own parts of things and where, you wasn't perfect, right? You're looking at yourself as, I wasn't perfect in this relationship either. You might not, you didn't gamble y'all's future away in the way he did, but you did things too, right? So maybe that's why you're looking at your friends and family, and even though he's saying they're snakes and they're saying he's a snake, they know your side of things, but they may not know his side of things. So you're just kind of taking what they say as a grain of salt, is what I'm getting. Like you're doing some dig deep. Yeah, you're doing some pretty dig deep in here. Dig deep and deep digging. What the heck? Deep digging. Why did I say dig deep? Maybe things seem backwards right now, right? Maybe you're looking around and you're like, life just seems upside down. Everything just seems so backwards at this time, Even though you feel like you're having to stand in your power and do what's right to protect you and make you and your family your priority because he didn't, it still feels like your world's upside down. It's kind of what I'm getting here. Okay. Oh my goodness. His energy's still scattered. Anyways, let's see what he wants to say. His energy's still, scattered. He's still dealing with, he wants to come in and start over though. You're both asking, can we start again? So he's asking, can we start over? But you want it, but you're not sure if the answer is yes, right? It's like we're both asking the same question, but you're still in this scattered energy. He's saying, I want you, I crave you, I long to feel you again. I won't tell you that. I want to show you. It's like this, okay, he wants to prove himself, right? It's like he feels like if he can get his act together, okay, maybe if he is addicted to drugs, this masculine, he's going to rehab. Like, I feel like he's trying to clean up his act. If he's been dealing with a karmic, he's no longer talking to that karmic, okay? That karmic somehow took something from him, something substantial, some type of finances, or I don't know what that is. We'll look in a minute. But yeah, he knows you're not going to believe him if he tells you. So he's trying to show you. And he loves you, he wants you, he misses you. He doesn't want a divorce, so he wants to do what he can to get you to allow him back into your good graces, is what I'm hearing, okay? Look, I'm telling you, he wants to come home. It says, I would love to have a reconciliation with you. I'm just not sure how to go about it. I'm working on it. I need to feel you again. So that's what he's doing. He's working on it, right? He's trying to clean up his act right now because he can't he knows you're his person. He loves you. He wants to make your family his priority. He wishes he would have done that in the first place. I feel like he could have been lost in his own addiction, right? He was lost in some type of toxic energy that, caused him to put you in a dangerous position in a way, right? It's like whatever he was doing, I think he was able to keep it secret for some time. It's like he was living a double life almost. Coming home to you and the kids, having dinner, smiling, acting like everything's okay. But when he wasn't at home, he was doing some nefarious things there, whether, it was gambling or doing drugs with this karmic. Okay, whatever he was doing with that karmic, like, she was like the cat, I don't know. They did that together. Whatever this energy was, him and this karmic did that together. Okay? Whether it was drug use or, stealing or something. I don't know. What is that? Anyways, we'll look in a minute. It says, I want to make things fair between us. I do. I realize I was selfish. I do see your value. You don't have to prove it. I get it. So he wants, you're the one. He just didn't, treat you with that respect, It's like this karmic energy that, yeah, look, he was wearing a mask. On yours it says, can you take the mask off and leave it off? You are safe with me. But let's see who this karmic energy is, because he was doing something with this karmic. Let me see. Before I do that, let's pull a little bit more of your energy. Tell me the Divine Feminine's energy, Spirit, in this relationship. Oh my goodness, hold on, it flew across the room. Yeah, separation. You're the one who separated from this masculine. You miss him, you're sad, you think about him, you're yearning for him, but you're unsure of y'all's future together, is what I'm getting, and that's what that says. Thank you, Spirit, for confirmation. So you're unsure about y'all's future together. Let's see what his energy is. What is his energy currently with this? Yeah, he keeps replaying the past, the cassette, right? He keeps thinking about his past actions and all the things that he wishes he would have done differently. Okay, he's looking at, his life, the things that make him the way he is. Okay, he's looking at the things that he thought he was keeping hidden from you. Okay, he's looking at everything. He's really like playing that cassette over and over in his head. Okay, now this one I usually do for the energy between y'all, but it's the karmic, so I want to see this karmic's role energetically, because there's a karmic energy here that he was gambling with. Whether it be a friend or another lover, I don't know. But this karmic energy was somebody that, whatever this gambling energy is, this is something they did together, okay? And it caused you a major loss. It didn't just affect him. In the end, it affected you and your family. It affected, your foundation. So tell me about this karmic's energy. Yeah, this karmic was just another key on the ring, just an option, okay? It says many options, unconventional, string along, one night stand, okay? And coffee cup, meeting and conversing, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted friendship. This karmic approached him as a friend, or maybe this karmic approached you as a friend even. This karmic could have been one of y'all's friends. Actually, now, okay, this is what I'm hearing. This won't be for everybody. I feel like this karmic person that he was meeting up with was actually one of y'all's friends. And this karmic person was also married to one of y'all's. It's like you guys were couples. You were couple friends, right? And I feel like these two started having an affair behind the scenes on you and her husband, if it's a her, but Yeah, it's like not just your life got destroyed, but this other person's family got affected too. You know, you guys would all meet up and talk and have good times together. Maybe y'all go like camping together, do family trips together. You know, it's like this you felt safe because y'all were both two married couples, but these two were gambling behind the scenes. And when this came out, it destroyed not just your family, but it destroyed this karmic's family too. Okay? They were having like these secret rendezvous meetings, right? One night stands. It was unconventional, so they thought they could keep it secret. I think they were doing drugs together. Okay? So that's what I'm getting here. And so you had to protect your family. I don't know what the financial aspect of this is. You know, something financial happened when it came to this karmic, is what I'm getting here. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So this is going to be kind of specific. You'll know if this is your story or not. So basically, you know, your husband, I feel, because y'all are married and he doesn't want a divorce, your husband started having an affair with one of your friends who you thought you could trust because your friend was also married and you guys would do a lot of things together, and he took a risk. Okay, you know, he took a risk with this. They were meeting up, and you know, he would come home and smile in your face and be the perfect husband, perfect father, right? In the evenings, but when he was like supposed to be at work or doing this or doing that, he was meeting up with this karmic energy. Maybe this karmic energy is actually one of your family members for some of y'all. If it is, you already know about it, right? It's already come to light. Whatever this is, it's already come out, so it's not secret anymore. So this was either some of y'all it'll be a family member, some of y'all it'll be a friend, but it was someone who, it was a couple, another couple that you guys, you know, shared your lives with, that you were supposed to be able to trust. You realized they were a snake in the grass. And I think there's been a lot of gossip and talk about this. I feel like you kind of went into your shell when this happened. I feel like you were embarrassed about it. You know, whatever, you know, I feel like you felt like, man, you know, I trusted them. I was so naive. I was so blind to what was going on. But baby, you can't blame yourself for that. Okay? You were being, you know, what would make you question, right? When they're smiling in your face and doing family trips and they got their own families to worry about. What would make you think that they would be doing this, right? Well, you wouldn't know to look unless you had a reason to look. I don't know how this came out. Maybe yeah, you cut them off. You cut both of these energies off, though. Your cutoff game is strong. Yeah, they didn't care who they hurt. They wasn't thinking about who they hurt. They don't care who they hurt. They wasn't thinking, they were gambling. Okay, they wasn't thinking about that they were going to hurt all of these people, because they didn't just hurt you, they hurt your family, your children, and this karmic also had a family and a spouse that got hurt. It's very selfish. Yeah, they were just each other's booty call. It's so, it's just so unnecessary, I'm hearing, you know. Anyways, that's what I'm hearing. So let's look at the healing. I think that's the whole point. I feel like you're healing. This has been very hard for you. I feel like it's been hard for you, just not like personally, but for some reason I keep getting like when it comes to the community, because it's like everybody knows about it now. You know, and you just felt like, man, I'm so stupid. Like, how can everybody know and I didn't know, or you're just, you know, like you feel stupid because you know, maybe people, you're thinking that's what people are asking, how could she not have known, and you know, but baby, you couldn't have known. Okay, they were good at hiding it. I'm hearing they were really good at hiding it. Snakes hide in the grass, okay, and sometimes you can't see a snake until you walk up on it, and they're snakes. Maybe you walked in on them or something, or found some kind of message or picture or something. I don't know. You came across the snake, but you had to walk up on it. It had to be like put directly into your face for you to get it. Okay? And that's okay. You know, everything happens the way it's supposed to happen. So, feminine, let's see what Spirit wants you to do to heal. What do they want you to focus on? I mean, you're already forgiven. You're already trying to forgive this. I mean, you're finding a way to forgive this situation for your highest good, right? Not that what they did was okay. Maybe you're still angry. I mean, I would be. I don't blame you, right? You're angry. You're hurt. He doesn't want a divorce, so he stopped talking to the karmic. He's trying to clean his act up. He's not. You know, he knows you're not going to listen to what he says, so he's trying to prove it to you in some way, right? And then you're looking at him. You see he's changing, he's trying to improve it, but you're not talking to him, right? You're not really allowing him into your circle again. He didn't make you or your family a priority. You're very hurt over that, and you keep asking yourself, I don't know if I can go back to him after this, right? It's like, what if I let him rush in and he does this again? This destroyed me. This has been so hard for me to overcome and heal. It's like you're grieving. You've already grieved the loss of him, right? Even though he's not passed away, it feels like he has, because your life changed. Everything got turned upside down when this happened. And so it's like, I've already grieved him like I've lost him. Do I want to open myself up for him to possibly do this again, right? That's what you're asking yourself. So even though you love this person, you're not sure if you can start again. That's what you're trying to figure out right now. I feel like you're just kind of observing him in a way. Like, I don't feel like you're observing him like in his face, giving him rules to do and things like that. But you're just sitting back, watching how he's moving. Okay? I feel like if he like does the drop off with the children or the children exchange, you know, he's always trying to get you to like talk. He's always like telling you what he's got going on, because he wants you to know like he's working on himself without actually coming out and saying, I'm working on myself, with the hopes that we're going to get back together, right? Maybe he is telling you that. Maybe he is saying, I don't want a divorce, but whether he's telling you that or not, that's what he's doing, okay? But let's see about your healing. Whoa. Yeah, your Spirit's telling you it's okay to be vulnerable with this masculine. Open your heart. Let him know, you know, don't speak your truth, you know. However you're feeling. Maybe you already have, I don't know. And then, no, you haven't. You're in this energy of avoidance. So it's like it hurts, and you're just, I feel like when it happened, you said you were angry. And you feel like you said everything you needed to say possibly in that moment, but those were all things coming from anger. Spirit wants you to speak your pain, right? Speak the pain of the situation. Let him know the pain of the situation. Don't avoid it, right? Don't, it's like it's easier, okay, so maybe some time has passed since this all came out, and you were angry at first and you let him know about it. But now that you've sat in it and you've been working through the forgiveness and your own pain, okay, Spirit wants you to maybe you feel like, you know, it's not worth having this conversation with him. It's not worth me letting him know that he hurt me in that way, or letting him know the pain, the degree of the pain. But Spirit's saying they want you to tell him. They want you to be vulnerable and open up with this masculine, and not to avoid these emotions, okay? You're trying to avoid a confrontation at this point, because it's like, what's the point, right? What's the point in confronting him any further with the situation? I feel like, you know, I said what I needed to say, but you said that out of anger, okay? If you avoid this conflict, this confrontation, then you know, it's like, I don't know, Spirit wants you to speak about something here. We'll see what that is. But let me read. It says avoidance. Sometimes I avoid examining my emotions. I avoid unpleasant conversations. I avoid conflict and confrontations. Here's the healing. The elephant in the room is too big and cumbersome to sweep under the rug. Even if you manage to get it under there and cover it up, it's still there. Examine why you feel uncomfortable being forthright and forthcoming with your feelings and emotions. You may have to dig deep to find this answer, but delving and discovering will help you to empower yourself. It will also help bring you into a state of grace, which is the energy you're working on, right? Forgiveness. So you might have to dig deep and you might have to confront this masculine even more. Or if it's not about confronting the masculine, whoever this family or friend is, there's something or someone that you're avoiding confronting about the situation, or there's a part of this situation that you're avoiding confronting, but it's because it makes you uncomfortable and it brings up pain. And so you're just trying to sweep it under the rug, but it's always the elephant in the room, right? Spirit's telling you stop avoiding that, and they want you to be vulnerable instead. I am afraid to open my heart. I am afraid to open myself up to this intense connection. Okay? Here's the healing. No one wants to get hurt. No one wants to feel pain. But these emotions are part of life, just as surely as happiness and joy are as well. If no one in the connection opens themselves up to being vulnerable, if no one opens their heart, the connection cannot grow in any direction. Being vulnerable is not weak, it is strength. Sometimes you just need to take a chance and allow it to take you wherever it does. At the core, examine any issues you have around rejection and remember that you are love. Okay? So that's what I'm seeing for you, feminine. Spirit's teaching you how not to avoid confrontation. And confrontation doesn't mean you got to fight with somebody. It means you speak up. You stand up for your feelings. You stand up for your truth, for your perspective, and you allow. And then you got to be vulnerable too, so you can allow room for compromise or for understanding of your perspective and that other person's perspective, whether you agree with each other or not. Like, just leaving room for each person to kind of have their say, right? To kind of be able to put their feelings, their truth out. I feel like, you finding this out, you just kind of shut down. You pulled away from the masculine. You may have filed for divorce, kicked him out. Like, your world got turned upside down, and you just went into strength mode, right? And you started picking up the pieces, planning how your life is going to go moving forward without the masculine in the house and all of that, right? And Spirit says they want you to stop and allow yourself to feel the way you really feel. And the fact that you're a little confused, even though this masculine hurt you in this way, you're still asking yourself, could we start over? Could we fix this? Right? But then you have a fear of, if you allow him back in, he's going to repeat this to, like, you don't want to set yourself up to go through this again, right? So Spirits, they got you working through that, okay? Let's see about the masculine. Tell me about the masculine's energies here. Masculine. Whatever you found out, like, desire. Okay. I feel like this masculine, I was about to say, whatever you found out, I feel like it could have been like, maybe this masculine did this more than once and you just found out about all of it at once, kind of thing. Okay, but his addiction has to do with his desires. Okay, it says, I am used to female energies chasing me, but you didn't. I am not sure what to do about that. I feel like it's rejection. It's like, that's maybe, that's what he does. Like, he steps outside for attention. Maybe y'all got family and life going on, and he's selfish, right? So it's like, he even says it right here. He was being selfish, so he looks for attention when he feels like you're not giving him enough attention, right? He likes the female energies that chase him, and he likes, I don't know, he's just one of those people who likes the newness of relationships. When you're in a new relationship, and I don't know, I don't know, man. I don't like this energy, but you didn't chase him. He felt like you wasn't giving him enough attention. He felt like you wasn't the same girl he met. And maybe you weren't. You're not gonna be. Nobody stays the same. But it's like he was being very selfish. And it's like if you wasn't giving him this attention, so he started going outside and finding this attention elsewhere. And he did. But the thing is, he did it with some people that were supposed to be close to you, which was like a knife in the back, literally. He didn't just put the knife in your back. It's like feeling like he put it in there and then he twisted it. If you're going to go out and do that, at least make it a stranger, right? Why do it with a family or a friend here? Someone who, so not only am I hurt because of my love for you, now I'm hurt because of my love and my trust that I also lost for this other person, that's what's going on for you. And he's like, but maybe he's realizing that the reason he does what he does or did what he did was because he was being selfish, because he was expecting you to give him all of this attention, you to be this young, exciting, carefree, feminine energy that he feels like you were in the beginning. But I also feel like he's really been pulling back, and it's like he hasn't allowed you to be that person, right? He hasn't shown up and prioritized you or y'all's family or y'all's foundation in a way that allowed you to be the girl that you were when you met him. You've basically had to take a lot on for your, on your own here. It's like you're a mother, you're a wife, you got business or family going on, you got life. Grown-up life happening here. But anyways, here's the healing for the masculine. Desire goes both ways, rather like the phone works both ways. When a feminine energy feels safe enough, she will let her masculine know her deepest desires. When running and chasing is manipulative, hurtful, confusing game, the real divine feminine energy will not play it. She will walk away because she has to. Manipulation is distorted power. Approach all in an authentic way. And this is what I was just trying to explain for you, feminine, right? You're a real divine feminine. You're not going to play this game with him. He was being manipulative and selfish, and he gambled when, he should have, instead of gambling, he should have dug into making you and your family a priority. But, because of his own selfishness and feeling like he wasn't getting enough attention, that you were too busy for him or whatever, like, he looked elsewhere. He went towards one of these karmic feminine energies who would chase him, who would make him feel needed, who, he could manipulate or it didn't matter. Someone that he could have that carefree energy with. But this is someone who he had no real investment with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was an illusion, and now he's realizing that. Now that he's losing everything, he's realizing he took a gamble, and he wishes he wouldn't have done that. He doesn't want a divorce. He's seeing you're this divine feminine, and you're not about to chase him. And he's feeling rejected by that because he likes to be chased. He likes attention, and you're like, grow the fuck up. That's what I'm hearing. Maybe you told him that, grow up. Use your words like a grown-up. You got needs, you got desires. Tell me, what your needs and desires are. Don't just sit there and pout or do something behind the scenes because you think that's more exciting. I thought we were building a life together. I thought you were in my corner and I'm in your corner. I thought we were going to get these children raised, this business going, this house paid for. I thought we were on the same page. I really thought we were both investing in us for the future. And then you found out that you were the only one investing, feminine, and this masculine is still in this karmic energy of being manipulative. Right? Trying to play games because he's selfish. And I think, you had to walk away and you're hurt about it. And he's trying to, he's not telling you much, but he's trying to like do things in his own life to kind of prove to you that I'm not the same person I was, and I'm not talking to that karmic person, and I want to make things fair between us. Right? I don't want a divorce. I want you. I crave you. I want to feel you again. I'm not telling you this. I want to show you this. So, I don't know. Let's see, what's some advice for you on this situation, feminine, because I know this is tough. You're standing in your power. You're standing up against these secrets, okay? But you're still hurt about the situation because you lost your masculine. You feel you've grieved the loss, like he's, even though he's alive, it's like it feels like a death. Really, in your life, it's been the death of him, and so you've been grieving that. But not only are you grieving him, you're also grieving a family or a friend. So it's like a double whammy for you. And for the ones who it was a friend couple, like maybe you're feeling sad and responsible a little bit for that other family that got destroyed too. And even though like that was not your fault, you couldn't have changed anything. It's almost like people are gossiping, talking about it, and you feel somewhat responsible even though you're not, when it comes to the other family that also got destroyed. Maybe that other family, they're back together actually. I think that karmic is back together with her or his spouse, okay? But you and yours aren't back together. But there's still a lot of gossip going on. Well, let me tell you, they're not happy. Those two that got back together, they're not happy. Yeah, they're trying to have a new beginning. Yeah, maybe they moved away even. And so you're stuck carrying all the burden of this, you feel like. They kind of moved away or started something fresh somewhere else. Right? Anyways, let's see about your advice. Let me see advice for you. Advice to this feminine spirit. What's your advice to her in regards to this masculine? What's your advice to her in regards to this masculine spirit? What's your advice to her in regards to this masculine, please? Okay, feminine, let's see what we got. Queen of Gabriel, passionate, charming, brilliant, independent. Keep your independence at this time. You can do anything right now. Go after what you want. The ability to attract helpful people. You're gonna, whatever, you're standing in your power is what I'm seeing. Your independence. You got people around you that care about you, that want to support you, that love you. Okay, yes, they're telling you that this masculine is a snake, and he's telling you they're the snakes, but regardless, right, you're doing okay. You're independent. Just keep focusing on your independent and surrounding yourself with people who are going to be there to uplift you. These people that want to gossip about you and gossip about your situation, they're not really there for you. They're just there to get ammo to gossip about, okay? So keep your circle tight, I'm hearing, and only allow those into your circle who are truly there to support you. You'll know the difference, okay? I feel like that's what you've been doing, but in regards to the masculine specifically, Spirit, what's your advice in regards to the masculine specifically? Okay. Yeah, I feel like he's changing. I mean, I feel like this masculine is truly, truly changing his life. He's truly, truly trying to prove something to you. Ace of Michael, wonderful new ideas. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems. So you guys are going to be clearing up some communication problems between y'all, or that's what Spirit's telling you to do, and that's going to change y'all's fortune. The Wheel. New beginnings, end of delays, a change in direction that offers happiness, okay? And, maybe you guys should think about going to, if y'all do get back together and you got all these people, whispering and making y'all feel a certain type of way, maybe y'all are going to start over somewhere fresh when you do, or if you do get back together. But the first step, Spirit is saying, is this communication. You guys clearing up y'all's communication problems, your avoidance to facing something, that elephant in the room, whatever that elephant in the room is, It's like you guys meet up and you know, you see each other when you like exchange the kids or something here, right? But you don't really, y'all hadn't really, you told him when you were angry, but you haven't really had this conversation with him about your pain, and he hasn't really had a conversation with you about like he really doesn't want a divorce. He really wants to just show you that he's a changed person. He wants to show you that, you know, he wants to prove himself to you. Okay, so y'all aren't really communicating though like that to one another. It's just kind of what you're both kind of holding within self, thinking about and trying to do in your own lives, right? That's what he's trying to do. But I do see you guys, there is a possibility for a new beginning here. And you guys are going to change in direction. You're going to take a change in y'all's direction, which I feel like y'all could be moving, okay? Moving to a new area, a new location. Getting away from, like, these gossipers. Getting away from you know, these people that are feeding off scandal. You know, I feel like you're changing your friend group for sure. That karmic couple that you guys used to hang out with, that's no more. Okay, I feel like they're long gone. They've been out of the picture for a minute, ever since this went down, actually. But you've just been struggling to communicate with one another how you're truly feeling. I feel like you're ready to forgive this masculine. You know, you love this masculine. You want to forgive this masculine. You want to be vulnerable. But it's almost like, you know, it's almost like I'm hearing you tell yourself, once I open the floodgates of this pain, once I open the floodgates of these tears, I don't know if they'll ever stop. I mean, because you've grieved this to such a degree that it feels like a loss, a death. Like that's a severe level of grief here. But he's living, breathing, walking. You see him from time to time, right? And but that almost makes it 10 times worse, I'm hearing. I don't know, but Spirit's advice is to communicate with one another, to allow, you know, there to be a new beginning. Okay? If you do accept this masculine back, there has to be a change in direction, a change in your community of those people that are around y'all. And make sure that, you know, he can accept your independence, that he doesn't see your independence as rejection, because that's what started this. It's like you're very independent, you're very charming, smart, beautiful, you know, you're a go-getter, you can get things done, and you know, you pour all of yourself into those that you love, into, you know, those things that you're building for your future. You make your family your priority. But he wasn't seeing it like that in the past. He was seeing it as rejection, as you don't want me, you're not giving me attention. And you know, now he's seeing that was selfish of him though. And he's looking at you and he's admiring your independence. He's admiring your strength, your intellect. He's admiring, you know, your ability to set your priorities and to make things happen. He's seeing you as the matriarch that you are. Where before I feel like it intimidated him, but you know, he's not used to a type of woman who is that matriarch, divine feminine energy though. And he was very selfish about it. He went after his own desires, and it's not even something he desired. He knew he was taking a gamble. It was like instant gratification, you know. That's why it was like an addiction, like a drug, just because I don't know. I feel like he felt super guilty about it all the time. It was actually torture. Every time he did that, like it just tortured him. It's almost like when he did get caught, he was relieved that it was finally out and it was over. I don't know, but anyways, this is somebody's story out there. I'm sending you love, baby, and prayers, and, you know, follow your heart. Don't let your ego tell you what your heart knows. Let your heart, you know, guide you, because that's where Spirit's at. That's where, you know, your truth is. So follow your heart, no matter what you decide. Okay? It's your decision. So good luck with this. Please like, share, or subscribe. I love you guys. Bye.